Mic test. Mic test. Alright, we're starting in a bit. Hold on. Sorry, I got my lights off. There we go. Um, Alright, the mic is here. Hopefully the audio is fine. Tell me if there's something I could change with the audio or anything. Give me the BGM, hold on. Oops, I just got rid of the BGM. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Or is that too loud now? Not sure. Anyway. Alright. So first of all, I'm back. It's been a while. Well, I don't have chat on screen. Shit. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Fuck. No. Ooh. Anyway, hold on. I got this. I got this. Oh, no, I'm not ending. Hold on. No. I got this. Promise. Hold on. The mic is currently in the way of my screen. Hold on. Yeah. Mic test. Alright, here we go. There we go. And then chat, which should be right here. Just move chat here. Yeah, that's fine. And then I don't know why I didn't do this beforehand. I'm so sorry. Wait, what is this? I'm not even sure what I'm holding right now. Uh oh. Tell me if the light, like the LED, RGB lights are too distracting. I can just make it stay in like one one color. Sorry, I haven't streamed in a while. This is so scuffed. I'll make sure to oh, that's flipped. Interesting. Why is that I'm gonna deal with that when I actually play a game, okay? But not today. Today we're talking about One Piece. The live action. I should probably also update the sub goal because it is no longer February, believe it or not. And I am wait, am I, no, am I? Yeah, I actually almost at 175 subs. But I'm gonna change that anyway. Anyway, you know what? Sure, we can make it big. Why not? There you go. And my god, I should have done this beforehand. I'm so sorry. If you're wondering what that thing in the background is, I accidentally broke a fan in my GPU while cleaning my PC, and yeah. It's noisy now. What is the right thing here? I am not sure. You know what? I might as well put a Discord overlay just in case someone joins. Hey there. I'm not quite sure where I'll put this though. I'll put that there for now. I should have. I'm so sorry. Where is the thingies? Where? No, no, no. I'm not ending. Stop, please. The struggles for real. It's been so long since I've streamed. I am so bad. There we go. I found it. It is here. Oh god, you are not. Jesus Christ. Why are you like this? Is that right? No, it's not. It's not. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh god, everything's falling apart. No. Oh god. This is fine. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. This is okay. Things are happening. Things are happening. It's work. No, it's not working. No, it's not working. It is. Oh Jesus Christ. Ah! There you go. There we go. Anyway, chat. I'll put you a bit lower, so there's a space for the Discord overlays whenever someone joins. Alright. Alright, One Piece. Alright, so I'm splitting this up into two sections. First, I'm gonna talk about it, with no spoilers. The light's too distracting, isn't it? Pick a color. Pick a color, chat. I'll put it at cyan. No. Yeah, cyan. Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Ah! No, camera, no. Anyway, hi. Hello. I'm not sure how to place my camera. I'm gonna be experimenting with the camera for a little bit. because I kind of want you guys to see the thing behind me, like all of that shit. Yeah, plushies, the figures and stuff, my books, my games, whatever. But for now, if the camera is gonna stay where I want it to be, it will be here for now. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna be splitting the review into two sections. I have a One Piece, I have a Chopper tumbler right now. This is actually my sister's. Mine is, I don't know where it is. But yeah, we'll be starting with the non-spoiler review, and for both sections, both spoiler and non-spoiler, I will be talking about it in two perspectives: someone who's never seen One Piece and someone who has seen One Piece. Uh huh. I'm just checking something real quick. Yeah, I knew it. My Discord was not connected. Alright. There you go. Anyway. So, starting with the non-spoiler review. And by the way, I don't have anything written down. This is all from memory. I have seen this show. God, my hair. I've seen this show about 4 times now. I've seen like the first. I've seen every episode at least twice. The first episode at least 4 times. And like episode 2 to 4 about 3 times, something like that. But yeah. Anyway. And I'm still rewatching it. In fact, next week maybe, or as soon as she finishes, I will be having another discussion stream about One Piece live action, with the perspective of someone who's never seen One Piece before. So yeah, just waiting on her to finish watching it. But and Jesus Christ. Okay, so my light's power source is connected to the Switch, and for some reason it's not consistently staying up, so I have to like manually start it up again. But anyway. Yeah, maybe next week sometime, whatever. Should I reveal who it is? I mean, it's someone who has appeared in the channel before, but I guess I won't say it for now. It's not relevant. Anyway, non-spoiler review. First thing I'm gonna say is that it's good. It happened, guys. It happened. Live action, and a live action adaptation of an anime is good. It finally happened. And to me, it's a solid 8 out of 10. And if you haven't seen One Piece before, I think this is a great series, a great story, and I am envious that you'll be experiencing it for the first time. And yeah, for those who have seen the anime or manga, it will be not as amazing as an experience, I feel like, because you'd be caught up in comparing it so much to the source material that it'll be hard to enjoy it for just what it is. But for me, like a few episodes in, like 4 episodes in, I stopped comparing it to the manga and anime. And it's a great ride. It's a great show. It's really well made. If you're a diehard, like, I need this to happen like the same way in the manga, you're gonna get some of that, but don't expect them. A lot's changed, and for the most part, they are for the better. I feel like, I feel like some of this is what One Piece would be if Oda started writing it today. This hair is really annoying. Sorry. I feel like this is what One Piece would be today if Oda wrote it today instead of like 1996. Like yeah. I'll go into details in the spoiler review later. But another thing for those who have never seen One Piece before and do plan to, just a word of caution would be, there will be details in this live action adaptation that were not originally in the original, but are canon, and they get revealed like a lot later, basically. So if you're planning on starting the anime or manga, and maybe you wanted to dip your toes a little bit first with the live action, um, that's something to consider. If you want to start the manga or anime just fully blind, I don't think you should watch the live action first. But if you don't mind, to me, honestly, the detail they reveal, um, I don't mind it as much. Like, if you haven't seen the anime and then you jump in, it's actually pretty interesting to see someone go through the original having known that information because of the live action. Because like, it just gives you a little bit of a different perspective. It's pretty cool. But yeah. So yeah, solid 8 out of 10. Amazing series. The emotional beats that were from the original that had to be in the live action, they nailed it for the most part. There are some like me, I could nitpick some things here and there, but all of them are like they're serviceable at the very least, and they're great at best. Anyway, and there are even smaller stuff that I would consider better in the live action than the original, which is surprising. But yeah, it's a lot more grounded than the original. It's a lot more streamlined. Although, especially in the first episode, it definitely did feel like they're speed running through One Piece, like a little bit too fast, and then there's an episode where it's just really slow, and I'm like, I feel like you could have given the time in this episode more in the beginning to flesh that out more, because it really just felt like they were like, yeah, we need to get to this point by the end of the episode, and I get it, and it still works as just fine. Just, I wish sometime what do you call this, some resources were put somewhere else rather than they were and it ended up being. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say non-spoiler, because there's just so much to talk about in this series, and I think that's it for the non-spoiler. It's pretty short, I know. Sorry, I know, but like, I can only talk about it so much without spoiling anything. But my conclusions are, for those who have never seen One Piece before, it's definitely a worthwhile watch, and I can't wait for season 2. And for those who have seen One Piece before, I think it captures the essence of One Piece perfectly, and it felt like watching One Piece again for the first time. And yeah, it still depends, of course. If you're someone who just really like, keep in mind, this does not replace the manga or anime. Even though I did say that some parts of it may be better than the original, this does not replace it. Just this is but another medium to experience One Piece again. And to me, that's a win. Because it didn't fail like most anime adaptations does, and that's a win. If it not only does it not fail, it's actually quite amazing. So yeah, go give it a watch if you haven't already. Anyway, moving on to the spoiler review. But first, let me edit this sub goal. I forgot. I said I was gonna do that before the review. All right, hold on. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be. It depends, because I can literally talk about One Piece all day long. Also, now that we're going into the spoiler part, I was considering like splitting this into two as well, like just talking about it, spoiler in within just the live action, and then talking about it spoiler with the manga and the anime. But I feel like not really. It's not really necessary because the details I'm gonna mention will already be in the live action anyway, and I'm gonna and I will avoid um plot beats that happen after where the live action left off anyway. I'll leave that for last, talking about predictions and what I want to see and stuff for season 2 and stuff, but yeah, not gonna bother splitting into two because that would just take way too long. There we go. Hold on. There we go. 2023 goal. Let's go. Give me the 200 subs, guys. Anyway, that's a goal. Usually I'd think of like, oh, what are we gonna do when we reach 200? But I do shit anyway. Like, I think one of the last goals I did was like, oh, I'm gonna release a cover if I do. I already have a fuck ton of covers lined up anyway, so and I'm gonna do them eventually. So I feel like, I mean, sure, if I get 200 subs, I'll release the cover faster. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I forgot to mention, but I fixed my room. Well, I rearranged my room and shit. Drums are now there. The one of my pop filters are on the drums. A dino pig. Yeah, figures. And those, and I have sound panels now. But yeah, and my PC, of course. Here it is. Oh, that's my light. Sorry. Yeah, that's my PC. It's struggling. And my Switch is there. I'm buying a new mouse pad. Here's my audio, my sound card. How the hell do I control this? There we go. Sound card. The remote for the light. And here's the light, by the way. Just right here. I can vibe with it, but yeah. I can also turn it like audio responsive. So like, hold on. Yeah, every time hold on. Every time I talk, it will light up. That's disorientating. Let's not do that. Anyway, my mic's here. Yeah. I should have a different setup when streaming than recording, but for now, it's fine. I don't have like a mic stand, a proper mic stand right now, so it'll do for now. It's like if I like go close right here, like the audio is like perfect, like near perfect. Like look, I'm almost like doing an ASMR. Like no, God, sorry, I'm so sorry. I hate that. I don't like ASMR, by the way, if you didn't know. And I just did that to myself. I hate it. Anyway, yeah, room tour over. Right. Spoiler review. I'm gonna go at it episode by episode. And starting with episode 1, Romance Dawn. Like I said earlier, episode 1 specifically felt like a speedrun of One Piece. And it's fine, but I do feel like it would have benefited a bit more time to flesh out, like maybe 1.5 episodes for Romance Dawn. The arc, not the episode, of course, because the episode is Romance Dawn. But like that entire thing. But I get it, it's fine. We need like a strong first episode with a conclusion, and that is, you know, defeating Axan Morgan, and that's fine. That's fine with me. Like the Buggy reveal at the end, God, I love Buggy. He's so good, and the soundtrack for this live action is so good. Like Buggy's is one of my favorite soundtracks in this show. Like if you listen to the entire soundtrack, we hear the first part of it at the end of episode 1, just the it's so good. But then the rest of his soundtrack is very like whimsical, clown circus themed, and it's really good. I love Buggy's theme. But yeah. Um let's talk about Luffy. Iñaki Godoy is Luffy. He is Luffy. He is so good as Luffy. Like there are some times where he does feel like he's just reading lines and not acting very well, but the, just the fact that Iñaki himself is so much like Luffy already that even if he is just reading lines and not putting much effort into acting, it still feels like Luffy because Iñaki is literally Luffy. It's so good. Kobe is amazing in this. Like he's not annoyingly like cowardly, and he's not like loud either. He's genuinely terrified. Like the Grand Line, like see, that's where the pirate graveyard. He's like much more like actually scared because in the anime he's like, what? The Grand Line? You know, impossible. It's kind of overbearing, but it's so like Kobe is so well casted. Morgan Davies, amazing, amazing, amazing. Alvida is also amazing. I'm glad that they changed her character um to be more like I'm the strongest in the seas rather than the beauty thing because that's not gonna go well with a lot of people. But it's still there. If you notice, in her introduction, a crew member behind her is holding a mirror, and that's her introduction. We see like her really well done fingernails, and she's looking at a mirror. Turns around, we see the bounty posters. She smacks it out of the screen, and it's so good. The bounty posters are amazing. Buggies, like my Buggies is my favorite one because he's just chilling there in his manga pose, like exactly how he looked like when he was first introduced in the manga. The bounty poster comes in, Buggy the Clown, 15 million berry, and he just fucking like nah, like just get this away from me. It's so good. I love the fourth wall breaking bounty poster so much. It is so well done. Um, oh, I can't believe I forgot to talk about Logtown. We open up at Logtown where we see a map with so many details in it. It's like it's so good. Like we see a lot of islands in the Grand Line with no names, but if you're a One Piece fan, like you know what those islands are. We see like Jaya, we see Alabasta, like the biggest island there. I'm pretty sure that's Alabasta. And there's probably other islands there too that I didn't recognize, but yeah. And there are like sea monsters in there. Like one of the Sea Kings are the Sea Kings in the original opening of the anime. And I'm pretty sure it's also one of the Sea Kings that they encounter in the Calm Belt in the anime, in manga. And also Mumu from Arlong Park is also there, which we didn't get Mumu in actual Arlong Park here, but it's fine. Because I heard that the most expensive shot, one of the most expensive shots in the show is in episode 2 with the Lord of the Coast, and I don't think they have enough money to do that again with a sea cow. Although I would have loved it, but it's fine. It's fine that Momo's not there, and that just again, like I said earlier, this is not a replacement for the manga and anime. This is just but another medium to enjoy the story in a different way. So you don't have to put up. You don't have to like. Oh no, it's not like the anime. No, it's bad because it's not like the anime. Hell no, it's good in its own right, and that's what all live action should be. They shouldn't be a replication of the anime or the manga. They should be their own thing while keeping the essence and the main theme, the soul of the original. And the live action of One Piece did that perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but really well, amazingly. But yeah. Anyway, Roger looks great. Also, I heard that Roger's the actor of Roger, his kid is like a massive One Piece fan. So just imagine being that kid and learning that your dad gets to play Gold Roger himself. My God, I would cry. But yeah, and also Scottish Garp. It's so good. I love Garp. Um, I'm gonna talk about the pros and cons of the changes they did to Garp throughout this review. But just right here in the first episode where we see him in Logtown, he is amazing. He has spoilers for the manga, the anime. He has this tinge of regret that Roger, who we know from the manga and anime, is like they have a bond, they have a connection, and he's like, "You brought this upon yourself," like, and Roger just laughs. And I love it, I love it, and the look on his face when Roger talks about his treasure, and like, oh god, because like this was supposed to set an example so that people won't be pirates, but it did quite the opposite. And like, oh fuck, the look on his face when he just looks at the crowd like, ah shit, oh fuck, it's so good, amazing, amazing. I love Roger, the way he's just laughing it off and like, did you take this off? It's starting to itch. Like he's great. The Roger's great, and I hope they keep that actor for when we get flashbacks with Roger. But that won't be till. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll make it early. They'll reveal it earlier. But yeah. Moving on, the crowd. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the crowd. We see a man with a green cloak, and that's definitely Dragon. Can't wait to see him in season 2. We see young Mihawk looks amazing, and also in the ships later on when we the great pirate era, we pan out of Logtown, we see Mihawk's ship, the little ship, and I'm kind of sad that we don't get to see it in Baratier, but it's fine. At least we see it in the first episode. We also see Shanks in there and someone with blue hair, who I'm not sure who it is, but she has blue hair. I think it was a female. Not sure. Probably just some rando with blue hair. But there's a woman there that people keep talking about as crocodile, and I'm like, I get it, but come on, just come on. But I get it though, and maybe who knows? Maybe if maybe Oda did tell Steve Maeda and Matt Owens that yeah, this is the case. Crocodile was a woman. Let's put that in there, and we'll reveal it later. But I don't think so. But if I'm wrong, then I'd be fine with that. That would be really fucking cool. That would be really fun. Anyway, we also see Smoker here. A lot of people seem to miss that because it was really quick. Just it was when the crowd was already running away, and there was just quick cut to a kid with like a green jacket and a red shirt, exactly the way Smoker dressed in the in the execution. Roger's execution, yeah, when he was a kid. But a lot of people seem to miss that because it was fast and also because of the light. His hair looked blonde rather than white, but no, that was definitely Smoker as a kid. So yeah, a lot of good things there. The Miss Love Duck, Alvida's ship, is amazing. I love that her cannons have confetti in them, pink confetti when they fire. It's so good. It's so goofy. I love it. And also, like every time Alvida just swings at a man, there's blood splatters coming from it, and it's not like overly gory. It's just it's there. You see the blood. It's fine. And then there's also when he bashed the guy's head in the ship, and Kobe had to clean it, and there's just brains in the deck. Great, great. amazing. Because it's still goofy. It is still very much the goofiness of One Piece, but also we're in the real world. Pirates kill. So yeah, it's great. Um, what else? What else is there to talk about? Of course, the random. God damn it! You know what? I'm gonna do something about this. There we go. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Wait, hold on. Does that actually work? Hold on, hold on. Let me just see if it actually worked what I did. Oh, it did. Yeah. Overcooked on Switch. Anyway. I'm glad that works because I'll be streaming SMT5 tomorrow. Anyway, moving on. The random people in Alvida's crew, they look like Alvida's crew. Like there's the Viking helmet guy, and the two people that originally picked up Luffy's barrel. They look like in the manga, and that's great. Just small details like that that I really appreciate. And also Luffy's barrel. It says there Gyoro's. I forgot exactly what it said, but Gyoro is the fisherman in Fusha Village, in Windmill Village, Luffy's hometown. And yeah, it would make sense that he'd have a barrel from his home village. I'm just stating the obvious, but it's great. It's just, and also the art on it is like that's straight up Oda's art. Like I'm pretty sure that's Gyoro, how he looks like in the manga, and yeah, it's great. Just small things like that again. And yeah, what else? Zoro. We get introduced to Zoro and Mr. Seven, Baroque Works, from Baroque Works. And this was something that was only mentioned in the manga. And I'm so glad they did it. And we have literally one arc of Mr. Seven in the entirety of One Piece. And he looks exactly like Mr. Seven in the live action. Amazing. And of course, Zoro cuts him in half. Amazing. Makenyu is a great Zoro. Although, he isn't quite as goofy as the original Zoro. I'm still waiting on that. There's definitely some goof moments, especially in episode 4. I laughed my ass off. I'll talk about it later. But I need more goofy Zoro. That's what I'm missing right now. Because he's definitely goofy. More in the manga and anime. Like the kids that Usopp, like, you know, the Usopp pirates in the manga, and they're like, where's their captain? And Luffy just has an inflated stomach, and Zoro just goes, we ate him. Like, I need more of that. And because so far Makenyu is just playing Zoro very cool, badass, edgy. I kill pirates for a living. I kill your kind for a living. Pirate hunter. But Makenyu's great. His fight scenes are great, and I love this Zoro overall. A bit more serious than the Zoro I'm used to, but it's great. He's great. And Nami is also a bit more serious, but I think it's better, like, than the original. Like my sister said when we watched the live action together. Mostly, I watched it. I started it with her, and then I watched it on my own, and then joined her to watch the rest again. Um, but she kept mentioning that I like this Nami better, because when she first started watching One Piece, she was so annoyed at how obnoxiously irritable Nami was, and I get that. And to me, this is perfect. Like, she's still cold, she's still like mean, but she's not like mean, loud mean. You know, she's distant and cold, as you would expect someone who has a trauma with pirates would be. So, yeah, it's great. Emily Rudd does great as Nami. Emily Rudd is so she's so good. I mixed good and great at the same time. Rude. But yeah, Emily Rudd is Nami, amazing. I only wish that instead of giving her a wig, they could have just dyed her hair like a bit more orange or red, you know? Orange, yeah, yeah, definitely orange. You know, kind of like the vocalist of Paramore. God, I'm blanking on her name. Shit, Haley Williams. Is that right? Oh God, people are gonna roast me. Anyway, yeah, because there's already like a picture of Emily with like she has orange-ish hair, and like she literally looks like Nami there, but she still gave her a wig in the live action, and for the most part it looks fine. I just wish they made like they should have just colored her natural hair, because she's already she already looks a lot like Nami anyway, but it's fine. Um, yeah. Nami, like my sister was actually surprised that Nami was a competent fighter here, and I'm like, did you not watch One Piece? Like Nami was a competent fighter back in the East Blue, and she still is. It's just that we have monsters like Zoro on the crew. Like she's pretty good for a normal person, is what I mean. She could probably take out a few, I don't know, foot soldiers from the Marines, which she did in this, very well, in fact. And yeah, the CGI on Luffy stretching. There's really only one scene that I didn't like it, and that was when he dodged Alvida's mace. I'm sorry, I'm just very scatterbrained right now. Not all the information is clicking in my head in the right sequence. But yeah, I'll try to streamline the review a bit more. I feel like I'm digging too much into the details. But yeah, episode one is great. Morgan, I have a problem with Morgan because he didn't feel like evil. He just felt like, an asshole Marine, which you could see that in real life, like someone who abuses their authority and is pretty vain. And while, yeah, that's also Morgan in the anime and manga, it's a bit more extreme. Like, he literally kills one of his subordinates and asks them to kill themselves when they disobeyed. And we don't see that, so it's a bit weird when in episode 2 we just see him get strung up in the yard. Like, yeah, I get it, he was an asshole and he lied to you, but like, come on. The Marines are more corrupt than that. Not that we know of yet in the live action, but still, anyway. That's my only gripe with Morgan. Aside from that, he looks amazing as Morgan. The fight with him was amazing. I'm a bit upset that we. No, actually, you know what? No, it's fine. I was gonna say I'm a bit upset that we didn't get the nice Zoro moment with Zoro beating Morgan instead, and Zoro calling Luffy captain for the first time, because here we definitely build up to them being a crew more, and we only officially we officially become a crew once we get the Going Merry in episode 4, and that's when they drop the "we're not a crew" thing, except for Nami, of course. So like, yeah, by episode 4, yeah, they're a crew, and then episode 5, even Nami said like, "You're his first mate. Go do this, that." So I think that's great. But yeah, I really love that scene in the original. We're just nice, Zoro. And well, I forgot exactly what Zoro said, but he calls him Captain in English, not Sencho. But anyway, Helmeppo was great. Like, he's one of the best cast in this show, to be honest. And while we didn't get a butt chin, we did get his butt. Yeah, Helmep was great actually. Like no joke. He's so punchable, but all like he's so punchable. He's so annoying. Oh hi, hi there. Hi. Why? Why? Hello. Welcome to the
Sumulpot
stream.
lang.
Hmm?
Sumulpot lang. Ano to?
I am streaming right now.
Ano yan? Wait. Nag-edit. What?
You just joined in without knowing. Oh my god.
No, not knowing anything. Kararating ko lang. And then I was like, oh, I'm just curious. Kasi biglang nag-pop up siya sa Discord ko. It's like, oh, okay. Oh. Tapos, eto, alis na ako. Bye.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, I'm talking about the live action One Piece.
Ah, why Action One Piece?
Yeah, have you watched all of it?
No, only up till episode 5.
Oh, you've seen episode 5. Nice, 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 nice.
But, yeah, no time yet. Wala pang
What do you rate it so far? What do you rate it so far? Someone who was a fan of the original.
Um, based on manga, anime,
Like, you can compare it, sure, or you can rate it as a standalone on its own. You decide. But yeah, how do you rate it?
favorite episode would be episode 2 for now.
Episode 2 is your favorite.
Buggy.
Yeah, Buggy. Yes.
Buggy.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. For me personally, my favorite episode is shit. It's either episode no, it's episode 5. It's either episode 5 or 2. But yeah.
Sanji, right?
Yeah, Sanji.
Yeah.
Like we don't get most of Sanji until like episode 6, but like Mihawk in episode 5. I mean, come on. Come on. Who's the Koi? It's so good.
Good. But I'll still go for Buggy. Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
episode 2 is great.
Okay naman si Kuro. Actually maganda rin yung yung character. Suspense.
Yeah. I'm getting into Kuro in a little bit. I'm still talking about episode 1. But yeah, how do you rate the entire series so far from what you've seen?
Rating it until episode 5, I would
Yeah.
rate it
Out of 10, what would you say?
9.
Ooh, wow. Okay. All right. Strong number.
8.5 to 9.
8.5 to 9?
Kasi, paano ba to? Iba kasi yung pacing niya kumpara sa sa anime and manga.
Alright.
And then...
Yeah, she just gave up and speaking in English. I'll translate it later. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Basically, the reason why it's 8.5 to 9 is because the pacing. First of all, it's the pacing.
Mhm.
Second, Kobe, my bro, Kobe.
So wait, what about the pacing? Like, is that why? Like, is you like the pacing? That's why it's an 8.5 to 9.
Yeah. One of the reason it would be the pacing. It felt actually natural. It felt natural, especially when they introduced Garp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah, in the first place, he wasn't really introduced later in the series, in the anime and manga, especially in the Water 7 arc.
Like, technically, he is introduced in the East Blue, but not in the East Blue saga.
Yeah, he like his appearance basically. We
Yeah.
know that he has a grandpa, he has a family, but Luffy. But the problem is that we do not see, or they haven't introduced Garp as an admiral in the series of One Piece in this
We do know we do know that he's a vice admiral when he was first revealed. You know, with the dog hat and stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Which also was shown also on the live action.
yeah.
But,
I do agree. The pacing is great for the most part. My only problem was I think episode 1 was a bit too fast.
What parts? Zoro, right?
Like the entire episode 1, I feel like they were speed running, getting to meet Zoro, Nami, beating Morgan, and then introducing Buggy so
and
fast.
also, it just doesn't make sense how Kobe became one of his subordinates in the marine without doing anything or showing a thing to be proud. sorry to say this, not to be proud of, because in the anime, he showed that there's a heroism. He wants to be an what do you call that again?
Marine.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants to be a marine. But
Yeah,
here in the live
Kobe's
action,
development in the live action is so much more enjoyable.
it's like he just pop out suddenly in the series, and then, oh, I saw potential in you. Let's play this
Yeah.
something game, and then
Yeah,
just
and
like
we here we see a bond forming between Kobe and Garp, and we
yeah,
don't get to see them like we're actually gonna train you until actually wait, you haven't seen that yet, but like
yeah, yeah.
their
But
training doesn't begin until like the very end.
yeah, and that's also the gap where we did not see in the anime and the manga, because
Yeah.
here in the live action, actually, we did not even see a very close bonding
Yeah.
with,
We
unlike
don't
you
exactly
know,
see Garp and Kobe like bond.
yeah, in the, what they call this, in the war, in that war
Yeah.
in spoilers,
Like
yeah,
in
war.
the anime they do flesh it out a little bit more because they did make like the side story like into an actual like
Oh, I didn't know
arc.
that. I was skipping. I was skipper
It
on
wasn't
fillers.
it wasn't filler because it's canon. So remember in East Blue, Buggy's mini adventure when where he met Gaimon and stuff, right?
Uh huh.
That was not filler. It's canon in the what do you call this? The cover spreads, cover page
I did.
stories,
Oh,
and the Garp and Kobe story is also a cover page story, and they also adapted that into the anime. I think right around after when was it? After Whiskey Peak. It was somewhere in the Alabasta saga where Luffy was like
oh,
reading something about Marines getting into the Grand Line, and then
so was that
we and then
intro?
we see and then we see
Robin.
Kobe getting recruited by Garp and stuff. You know,
Was that the time when Robin was introduced, or
no,
before?
it was before Alabasta, I think.
Oh, then Robin wasn't
Yeah, because they were
introduced.
like reading the newspaper, and Zoro and Luffy are like, "Hey, we know those guys."
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's not how it happened in
Oh,
the manga. The Straw Hats weren't reading a newspaper. Like Luffy reading a newspaper? No, I'm kidding.
well, I mean, in the first place, there was an episode in first this Water 7, I think. Luffy was very serious at drinking his tea, and then like deciding what the plan would be
Yeah,
for
I
the.
mean, yeah,
It's
that's true.
like, yeah, but it's fucking scene, but still,
But yeah, no,
uh,
like Luffy would not read the newspaper, you know.
maybe not the whole newspaper, but like, oh,
Yeah,
let's see what
maybe
they.
I am remembering it wrong. Maybe it was more like Nami was reading it. Zoro saw a part of it and like, hey, Luffy, look, it's Kobe. We know this guy.
Oh
maybe,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I
maybe it's
remember.
more like that. I haven't seen it in a while, but
Yeah, but anyway,
yeah, in
the
the anime we see Garp and Kobe like bond more. Specifically when Kobe was talking to Helmeppo about Luffy and like I definitely can't let them know that I'm friends with Luffy and then Garp just shows up and like say what?
yeah,
You're friends with a pirate?
the personality of Kobe and what they call this, the butthead,
but Chin.
Butchin, his best friend Butchin.
Yes.
Basically, his best friend Butchin has the personality during Marineford War. They have, so basically episode 1 was too fast that their personality was like for but was like ready for heading to Marineford.
What?
Yeah, wait, no, was it episode 1 or was it episode 3? I think it
Wait,
was
what
episode.
is when
Their, their
Helmeppo and
personality,
Kobe were bonding?
their personality, their like their bond or how they speak or act. It's like they have this confidence somehow in being a marine.
Mm. Well,
Because in anime,
Helmeppo is confident in his bloodline and his
Chin.
because of his dad and stuff. Yes, he has an unearned confidence, while Kobe has no confidence despite being very, he's pretty good at what he does. He still has a long way to go, but yeah. But
Yeah. He
anyway.
has to unlock that special ability of his.
But yeah,
Unless
anyway.
shown,
Um,
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the episode 6, 7, 8, but I'm sure they
you
have.
go watch it. Go watch it. It's great. Episode 6 is
Uh,
great.
yeah, not now because I'm having my examinations in this
All right.
week. So
All
I'm
right.
dying.
All right. Good luck with that.
I am dying with these businesses.
But yeah. Anyway, moving on to did I forget anything in episode 1? Oh yeah, the Shanks flashback. What do you think about Shanks?
Thanks. I can remember this conversation we had just yesterday.
What?
No. It wasn't my intention to like react on Shank's related posts, and then it just pops up.
Oh, the
Let's
thirst
say no, I
posting. I
was
see.
thinking of Zoro and Sanji, but I don't
Yes.
know why Shanks popped up.
Mm. I mean,
But
Shanks is also pretty hot.
yeah,
What can I say?
but to be honest, Shanks live action is really good actually. It's very how do you say it?
Okay.
Free time skip. It's realistic. It's not of course
I
live
see. I see.
action. I mean
My
it's
my
very
my my sister does not like live action Shanks.
doesn't
Yeah, I
maybe
can
because
see why. To me, live action Shanks is fine. He definitely feels more like a paternal figure to Luffy. Like he definitely feels more like a dad.
then
Like a
also
man,
right.
like specifically the line, a man has to be strong, but a man also has to be good. Like yes, dad. Yeah. That is one thing that I am mixed about in the live action is that the morals aren't as gray as the manga or anime.
Uh, maybe it's because they're just really introducing new
Because first
audience
of all, Axe Hand Morgan wasn't really that much of a villain
corrupt.
in the live
Yeah,
action. Like he didn't kill any of his subordinates. He
it's
didn't
just
ask he didn't ask any of his subordinates to kill themselves when they disobeyed
oh,
an order. Nor did he ask one of his subordinates to search the town and kill one specific little girl.
yeah. Oh yeah, the bread
So like
bread
in
rice.
if you watch the live action, the Marines don't like yeah, he was an asshole, but it didn't properly convey the fact that the Marines who should be the good guys can be bad sometimes. We don't get that until Nezumi in Arlong Park. Remember Nezumi in the anime, the rat bastard that Arlong pays
Oh
off?
that.
Yeah, yeah. We don't get that actual like some of the Marines are evil until Arlong Park, which I feel like that should have been established immediately with Morgan. You know,
Well, hold on. Let's
like they
check.
do kind of establish it with Helmeppo because technically Helmeppo is part of the Marines even though he wasn't in uniform. Um,
Wait, is
and
my audio clear?
yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
And
actually, I understand why they did show the gray side or the darker side
they
of the
should though, they should. Like
good, but
they do tackle it with Kobe and Luffy's conversation after Zoro's fight at the bar and like just like they're bad pirates and good pirates, they're probably bad pirates and good marines, and you'll be the good one of the good ones, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. But what the thing I'm most mixed about is Luffy himself saying that he's a different kind of pirate, because
yeah, that line I was like different kind of pirate, but
because
he is
in the original we don't need to say that. We don't need that doesn't need to be said. Luffy just says that he's a pirate and we see for ourselves that he's a different kind of pirate. So it feels
yeah.
weird for him to just be that's not a pirate and it's like well,
Oh, I
I'm a
remember now.
different kind of pirate. You
And
know?
there's another thing that
Like I do like some of the other lines when Luffy said we're the Straw Hat Crew
not
and like that's not exactly scary, you know. Who says pirates have to be scary? I'm fine with that. I do like that. But the I'm a different kind of pirate. I'm not quite as a fan of that one. Like
I
One
think
Piece is so good at showing, not telling, even though it still does tell a lot. But One Piece's story is built on showing, not telling, and I feel like the live action told too much.
it's in episode 5. Actually, there's also another way. I mean, maybe it's because of language, or maybe tone. The way he says like, "I'm monkey D. Luffy." It's like,
Oh, it's
dude,
because Iñaki
sound right? I heard it sound like half Mexican. I think.
he is Mexican. Like
Okay.
English is not his first
Yeah.
language, so I'm fine with that. It's fine.
Yeah. But I just get like, okay, you're introducing yourself. I'm monkey D. Luffy. Like,
Mon-
yeah,
Monkey D. Luffy. I'm fine with it. Honestly, whenever he says his name, I'm fine with it. There's one line where I was like, "Ooh, yeah, that was pretty bad," and that's when he was talking with Zoro. Like, I saw what you did at the bar last night. That's when I was like, yeah, okay, his accent is rough.
like
but
hard.
but aside from that, he's Luffy. Iñaki is so good as Luffy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did you see the tweet I shared earlier?
Too many tweets. Which one?
Hold on, I sent it at the GC earlier. Hold on, I'll send it to you personally. Like, just go watch this scene, and like he is Luffy. He is like
They're
Iñaki
like
is
group,
Luffy.
what they call this?
I'm
Group.
sending it to you via DM. Go watch this real quick. Like he is Luffy.
Siya
Uh,
automatic ko say.
I'll share it in chat.
Oh, this group.
I'll share it in chat. Right? He is Luffy.
Yeah. And the character that played Sanji really learned how to cook.
Yeah. Taz Kyler learned how to
Did he
kick.
learn or was he really good at cooking first?
He learned how to kick and cook.
Oh, he's cooking.
Yeah, he wasn't that great at cooking when before Sanji. Like in one of the interviews, like they did say like he would feed like the other cast members even when he wasn't that great yet with his experiments and stuff. And they were talking about like, oh my god, do you remember the dry ass mushrooms you made? Like, so yeah, he didn't cook before this.
Nice.
So that's great.
Oh my god. Okay, now Inyaki is trending. Why?
He should be. Anyway.
I just suddenly scrolled on my Twitter and I was like, huh?
Anyway,
What happened? Inyaki.
I think that's about it for episode 1. I love the crew interactions. I love their chemistry. Um I
You
still
think we just
I
talk about
still
episode
I
1?
still need
It's
Zoro to be a bit more of a goofball, but it's fine.
I mean, it's the beginning of the series in that
He was
part.
a he was a goofball in the beginning of the series though. Do you not
Was he?
remember? Remember in Syrup Village, when the kids were looking for Usopp and they just see Luffy with a huge ass stomach, and then Zoro just looks at them and says, "We ate him."
Oh,
You remember? Like Zoro is a fucking goofball.
I think they only saw they showed how lost
And also
Zoro.
just Zoro's hysterical laughter at the shit Luffy does.
Oh no,
Like
yeah.
we don't get that here. That laugh in early East Blue is iconic because we don't see Zoro laugh like that ever again.
Hold on a sec. What do you call this? What? Oh, come on, brain, come on, brain. Why do you keep forgetting?
Well, what are you thinking about?
Were you watching English dub? Yeah, English or the Japanese dub?
Hey, welcome to the stream. I mean, yeah, I think you might want to replace that with "I'm finally live again." When was my last stream?
2,000 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, it feels like that. It definitely does feel like that. Let me just see. My last stream was
Oh, you don't need to look.
7 months ago. Jesus
It's been a
Christ.
history. We don't go back history.
Oh God, my last stream was 7 months ago. I cannot believe it.
Oh, I believe it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Anyway. um. At least it didn't take a year. I mean, it almost did. The only
Yeah.
reason I'm back. The only reason I'm back is because the Pokemon DLC is coming this Wednesday, and I'm gonna stream that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I entered your stream and you were talking about that.
What?
I entered your stream out of nowhere and
No,
you
it's
were.
fine. There's a reason why I am in Discord.
Oh, don't worry. I have no reason to be here in Discord.
Now you do. We're gonna talk about One Piece all day. I'm kidding.
No! No, I'm gonna do my homework. Oh my god, I think I just went into hell.
Fuck homework. We're gonna learn about the Void Century. I'm kidding.
I entered this stream speaking in my home language and then now I'm just speaking English continuously.
Yes, and that will help with your homework anyway.
No, I'm used with writing. I'm used with typing. I don't speak. I
Yeah,
hate speaking.
you hate speaking, right?
What?
Yeah, I wonder why you do it so much.
Oh,
Okay.
good question. I need to make money.
That's true. Anyway, um, yeah, that's episode one. Amazing introduction to the series, even though it was a bit rushed, in my opinion. Alright, alright, alright. Good luck on your schoolwork. Thanks for dropping by. Anyway, I'm not talking to you, Jam. I'm talking to chat, okay?
You're not gonna. That's harsh.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Let me go.
I'm kidding. You can leave if you want. You can leave if you want, but I'm talking about episode 2, and episode 2 has Buggy.
No. Why my favorite?
Exactly. Anyway, episode 2, Buggy the Clown. That's not the title of the episode, but it might as well be because the title screen is Buggy the Clown.
This Ansem actually.
Yeah, Jeff Ward. When I first saw like the casting for Buggy and saw Jeff Ward, I'm like, really?
Can
This
he do that?
handsome son of a bitch is gonna play Buggy? And then and then I see the first teaser and like, okay, yeah, that's Buggy.
No, for me, his makeup that time, I think it was a bot. It was like seriously, this like a picture of Inyaki with the haunted.
Oh yeah, the creepy picture, with Buggy.
He's like he's so happy, and he's like the one beside him is like the clown, and his friends are like Freddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we get the rest of the Shanks flashback here, and the Lord of the Coast scene is like one of the most expensive shots in the series. They said
Oh, I know.
there's two most expensive. I forgot what the other one was, but the first one was the Lord of the Coast, because
Oh, it wasn't the tent or the
no, it's the
restaurant?
CGI for the Lord of the Coast. And you know what? The Lord of the Coast looks amazing. I believe it. I believe that the budget is all there.
Was that Nami's?
Hmm?
Nami?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember exactly. It might have been the fall of Arlong Park, maybe, because that was also very CGI.
I think episode 7?
8, maybe.
7. Wait, how many episodes was that? 9?
There's 8 episodes.
8 episodes.
But yeah. So Buggy. We're gonna oh wait. Actually, you might get spoiled here. How far are you into the manga?
Manga.
You're still at Wano, right?
Yeah, I'm still on one.
Okay,
Nobody's fighting with Kaido,
okay.
but I have
Like I'll try to avoid recent manga spoilers, but the way Buggy is portrayed here, if you know the recent reveals in the manga, you're gonna see it in way differently. You might even cry. I definitely did cry inside.
I'm always cry inside.
You should catch up to the manga, bro. But yeah,
Oh,
when Buggy was just looking at the Straw Hat with such intensity, and he's like, "You wanted to keep my star from shining too brightly." I'm like, oh my god, Buggy, I love Buggy.
was that in the live action when he said that?
Yeah, that was in the live action.
Oh, that's
Like, I knew a pirate who wore a hat like this once. Red hair Shanks. You knew Shanks? Yeah, ginger, three scars. And then yeah, he said that something along the lines of, we served at a pirate crew once when we were your age.
so.
At one point, I even considered him I even considered him my friend,
All right.
but then he
Remember?
betrayed me.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
something like that.
Remember something? You know the Impel Down arc, right?
Yep, of course I
It
do.
was it until that time when they introduced
Yeah, yeah.
Buggy's
Don't spoil that. Don't spoil that. I'm trying to keep this review relatively spoiler free for those who's only seen the live action.
About that, I
Relatively.
think we failed since episode one.
Hmm.
I think we failed on the halfway of episode one review because
Why? Because what did we mention?
we've been spoiling from Alabasta to the war.
Did no? I don't think we did. Did
Yes,
you?
we yes we did. We were talking about it, and I was like, oh,
I
okay,
remember you mentioning the war, but I didn't remember. I don't remember you spoiling anything about it.
I did.
Okay, well, I don't remember, so it's either I didn't hear you, which means the stream probably didn't pick that up, or I don't know, or I just forgot. Whatever.
Maybe it might be a blessing if it comes.
Yeah,
Remember,
we're keeping
it,
this relatively spoiler free for Netflix onlys, which is a weird sentence to say. Netflix onlys.
Netflix only. Like, oh, this is only for the Netflix,
But
Netflix.
yeah, but yeah. Um, if you know what happens recently in the manga and you see Buggy's performance in the live action, you will cry. But yeah, Buggy was great. I love how Jeff Ward is still really goofy, but also way more menacing than in the anime. Than in the anime. Like the fact that um they kept the citizens of Orange Town hostage and like as their audience and forcing them to laugh and clap. God, that's dark. It's
I think
almost like,
that's an additional scene.
yeah, that's not in the original. It's so well done. Like especially my favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes in this episode was when Nami just goes out of the town, the tent, see the town is just completely destroyed, goes back in, is like, "What did you do? You destroyed everything!" And Buggy just
Wow.
goes, "Not everything. I let them keep their hands." And then Moji just puts up the applause sign, and that was dark.
I think in episode 2, what I like about the most,
Is Buggy the clown?
that's number one. Number maybe, sorry if this would be sounding sadistic. Maybe when Inyaki was inside that, what they call this,
Water tank?
aquarium? Aquarium? What do you call that?
What?
Like, inside, he was, drowning.
Yeah, the water tank. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was this attack, and then After that, Buggy introduced his Chop Chop.
Oh,
That's
when
all
he when
that we
that was before. That was before.
before.
We got yeah. That was before the water tank. He was Luffy was being stretched. He got out. He punches Buggy in the face. His head flew off, and it starts moving on its own.
And then it went to the crates.
Yeah, that would. God, you are scatterbrained.
Yes,
That's the last
because I suddenly
scene.
entered your stream by accident.
Don't worry, I am
This
also
is evidence.
scatterbrained. I
This is evidence.
I didn't think anyone would be more scatterbrained than me, but here we are with Jam.
Scattered right now. Enjoying life.
Amazing.
Being scattered.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Bink
Again,
Sake was in episode 1.
you're being scattered too. You went back episode 1.
I know. I forgot to mention Bink Sake is in episode 1. Ah,
God, you're stressing.
anyway, back to episode 2.
No, skip the tree.
Just shut the fuck up. Anyway, what else? Kabaji has a backstory here. It was fine, I guess. It gives a little bit more depth to his character, in this version, but while not detracting to the main plot line, it's just a little something something, and it also more importantly flushes out Zoro's history more. Like he is a bounty hunter. He hunted his brother throughout the Goa Kingdom, which is interesting. By the way, that means Zoro was very, very near Luffy's vicinity that
Wait,
time.
is that Jolly Roger Zoro? Episode 2?
No, episode 2's Jolly Roger is Buggy.
Buggy. Okay, never mind.
You mean the title, right? The title.
Yeah, I almost went to episode 3, but okay. I forgot.
Episode 3's title card is Usopp's.
Uh-huh. What I call this? I was about to say about the funny part on Zoro's backstory in the
We're not there yet.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I said, okay, never mind. Wrong episode.
All right, we're near it. We'll talk about episode 3 in a bit. But you're talking about episode 4. Anyway, what else? Did something else happen in this arc? Oh, Choo Choo! They showed Choo Choo.
What breed is dog is what breed dog is that?
I forgot.
It's like a mix.
Chow Chow. I think it's a Chow Chow.
Chow Chow? No
I think
way.
I don't know.
Chow Chow
I mean,
is like a
his name is a reference to Chow Chow. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Chow Chow. So,
Oh, but also the fight, the red hair pirates fight against the bandits was pretty cool. We immediately get to see that Yasop is a marksman, like doing trick shots with his pistol. That was pretty cool to see.
oh
And Shanks lifting a man with his one hand and slamming him to the ground without even looking at him. Amazing. And also Lucky Roo beating the shit out of a bandit with his leg of mutton.
Actually, I thought who's this bandit?
Higuma.
No, the mother of Luffy.
Oh well, that's not
The Dan? The Dan?
yeah. Dadan is not introduced here.
Which is actually conflicting if I.
No, it's not. It's not. Luffy meets Dadan after Shanks leaves.
Oh, okay. So, Ace was the one he first introduced to the Dan.
Yeah.
And
Ace is already living with Dadan, and then after Shanks leaves, Garp comes home, beats the shit out of Luffy, and brings him to Dadan.
Oh, that's nice.
But anyway, yeah. That's about it for episode 2, I think.
Yeah, because basically Buggy is just so cool.
Yeah, Buggy is the star of this episode. He's amazing. I really love the way they did his powers. It looks great. The CGI looks great, and the fight was fun.
Any more topic about Buggy?
You know what my favorite line is in this episode?
Plants are becoming toxic.
No. But that was a funny line. Ah, but also no, that's in episode 3, dumbass. Yeah, when Arlong kidnapped Buggy. Yeah, that was when Arlong kidnapped Buggy. Anyway, my favorite line in episode 2 was when Zoro was trying to cut Buggy up and it wasn't working. And Buggy just goes, "Surprise, shithead!"
Oh God! Wow.
It's so good. The way he delivered that line is so good.
Imagine Sanji saying that, but the difference is that he's saying Mosshead.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh wait, no.
Surprise, Mosshead. Surprise, Mosshead.
Keep watching. Anyway, episode 3, we meet Usopp.
What's up? What's up,
Okay,
fool?
so I'm just gonna say it right now. Usopp's acting is the weakest in the crew so far.
Ah,
It's
I think
most
he was
obvious. It's most obvious when they first discovered Mary's dead body, and he just goes, "Zoro, it's Mary. He's the."
yeah, which is different because Mary in the anime or manga, anime and manga, he's alive.
Yeah, he didn't die.
Yeah, I was like, wait, he really died.
Yeah,
What
he really
happened to
died.
Zoro? Why you died? But he in the manga and anime, he's alive.
Because it makes more sense, and it gives more tension. And quite frankly, Mary surviving in the original was quite bullshit.
Um, well, in the first place, Mary, like, Dalita, just kidding. Mary, basically, gifted that boat, and I think Mary was the one who built the boat.
he yeah, it's also the same in the live action. He also did design the boat. That's why it has a ram head. But yeah, in the original, yes, Mary was the one who gave the boat. Like, I'll give you this boat. I designed it myself, something like that. But
Yeah.
here, Kaya gives them the boat, and says that yeah, Mary designed it.
Is that the same arc for Django?
Yeah, Django is not in the live action.
So,
However, we see Django's wanted poster
in the first episode, right?
throughout the series actually, but yeah, the first episode.
Yeah, it was behind the
Ovida. Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm thinking about episode 3. It was
Yeah,
behind Binky.
there was so many wanted posters.
It was behind Boogie.
Yeah.
I
Poor-
love.
poor Vicky.
Yeah, that's one of the gags in the original that works really well in live action. Luffy gets names wrong. So I'm so excited. If they ever reach the later arcs, I just want to hear Inyaki say all of Luffy's dumb nicknames. Like fucking Mingo!
Oh, oops.
Mingo!
I was about to say a name. Oops.
Wait, what name?
Flamingo.
Oh, I see. Anyway, yeah, episode 3. I have mixed feelings about. You know what? Maybe instead of talking, since we're episode 1 and 2 were kind of standalone. From this point onwards, we'll talk about the episodes in pairs. So we're talking about episode 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8. So 3 and 4, I have mixed feelings about this arc because overall I think this arc is better. No. I don't think it's better than the original. A lot of people seem to think that it's better than the original, and I see why. To me, Kuro is better here than the original, definitely.
Just this villain vibe.
However, his plan is just as dumb, if not even dumber. I will explain later.
I'm
But
sorry. His plan?
yeah, Kuro's
Oh.
plan. Anyway, but the biggest sin this arc did in the live action is that Usopp did not do anything this arc.
Oh, he didn't work. He didn't show his like
We no,
sharpshooter.
we see his heart sharpshooting. That's not important. We need to see his heart. We do get to see his heart. But like in the original, what sells Usopp? Because like in the original, he was pretty
Right.
annoying, right? He's less annoying here. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what sells Usopp in the original to me and to many people, like even though I realize that Syrup Village isn't that great of an arc, Usopp isn't is pretty annoying. But to me, the moment I thought, yeah, he's definitely a part of our crew, was when they were planning their defense against the Black Cat pirates attacking the village, and Usopp says, I love this village with all my heart. I want them to wake up and think I really did just lie."
Oh,
And I'm like, that is Usopp. That is Usopp. No one believed him. That's fine. Let them not believe them. He will make it not reality.
but the
You
problem
didn't
is because
believe me? I will keep that. I will keep that belief that you did there are no pirates. I will defend this village so you wake up not believing what I said. And that none of that happened in the live action. And also, even in the fighting, he did nothing. He shot one shot at Kuro. Kuro catches it, and that's all he did in the entire arc.
mm,
That's all he did in the entire arc. I wouldn't be surprised if people think Usopp's place in the crew is weird when just watching the live action. Cause even in the original, I've seen a lot of people who watch One Piece for the first time and think, why is he on our team? He's kinda dead weight. And yeah, we get to like Usopp later. But I feel like it's even worse in the live action because he literally does not show the best parts of Usopp we see in the original Syrup Village arc.
yeah, and also we didn't
And that
show.
is such a sin.
Yeah, they didn't show the side of Usopp being weak at the same time finding his own courage in that scene in front of an enemy
Yeah,
pirate,
because like
right?
in the
That's the point.
original, he's getting beat up and shit, and he still will cling to the feet of his attackers and like, do not go to that village. I will die here protecting this village,
And
even
his
though he's scared shitless, and we don't get that here.
it's like how do I say this? His aura is more like, oh, something's happening. I need to go to the Marines and then hide behind someone's back. But I will try to fight or at least attack this person and then I'll hide again. He won't
Yeah,
show. I don't want to get hurt. It's like that feeling. I don't want to get hurt. I'm
yeah.
protecting someone, but I don't want to get hurt. I want just to be behind,
But if he does,
very,
even if he does get hurt, as long as he gets to protect that someone, he will keep getting hurt. Right?
yeah.
Because like he was trying to save the village, Kaya, and like remember in the original, he gets smacked by a fucking stone hammer, and he will not let go of that guy's foot. Like hell
I think
no, I'm not letting you get away, you little shit.
I think that scene. No, no, no. I don't know if it's in the anime or in the manga. At some point, the villagers keeps on throwing fans, rocks at him every time. He just keep. And they didn't portray this in the episode 3, wherein every single day he keeps on lying. He keeps on lying and saying pirates are here, etc. It's like
We do get to see them like oh stop it, Usopp, it's pathetic.
no, there was no interaction with
There
the
was,
village.
there
Yes,
was.
there was, but not just extreme annoyance or hatred towards Usopp. It's like they feel like he's a burden, but he's not the type of burden to be annoyed with. If you get
You
what I'm
mean,
saying.
are you talking about like the twist in the original where Usopp was our alarm clock? I wonder where he is.
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that type of
Honestly, I'm fine with them cutting that out. It's similar to later. Actually, you haven't seen Arlong Park yet. But
there
yeah,
was flashback.
there's a change in Arlong Park similar to that. But yeah, to me, I'm fine with that. It's just because I don't really care if the villagers like Usopp or not. what's important is that Usopp cares for the villagers, and we didn't get to see that. We didn't get to see that at
Self,
all.
as a more of a self kind of event.
Yeah. Um.
Myself.
But I do like Usopp still. Like we get to see more of his relationship with Kaya, and just he has the most like for the past two episodes we've been on like insane adventures and like really fucking wild drama, and then we get to Usopp and he's like, "You think she likes me?" It's a good contrast to everything else we've seen so far. It's fun. So I do like that. Like we do get to see that, yeah, Usopp is the human of the crew. He is
Alright,
but a man.
what about this? I almost forgot. This is the part that I was about to say. Advertisement. Did you know before the release of One Piece, there was like a giveaway? No, I not think a giveaway, but more like a free. Yeah, it's a giveaway of a straw hat.
Yeah, I
On
did.
Netflix.
I am so
Did
annoyed
you?
I never knew about that until it released.
Yeah, I didn't know. I saw it on.
I want my own straw hat, goddammit.
It was free, and you just needed to
Yeah,
like
you just needed to
register.
sign up and it get delivered to you.
Yeah, and it was
I'm so annoyed I
free.
didn't know about that.
I was like, you got to be. I was like, oh, my Netflix was already prepared for One Piece release. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already on
Like
notifications.
I've been hyping this series up
Yeah,
for the
then
past year
after
and I didn't know they were giving out free straw hats.
and
No.
after 2 days, someone just posted, I got a free hat from Netflix.
Yeah, yeah, same. I saw that. I saw that.
Bullshit. This is the, and then I skipped
It's
scrolling and
real. It's real. I'm so annoyed.
receiving those hats. And I was like, God damn it!
I
Like,
swear to
why?
the next I swear to God, as soon as I see a straw hat that looks like Luffy's straw hat somewhere in the world, I will immediately buy it.
Might as well be a Shindera.
You know what? I'm gonna go buy one online later. I'm kidding.
Check on Carousel.
I'm kidding. I need money for a cosplay I'm gonna do. Anyway,
Okay,
uh,
back to the show.
yeah, back to the show. Another thing, um, I didn't quite like that they missed out on was Kaya fighting back against Kuro. Like we kind of got that. Like I'm stronger than you think, and she goes out to confront Kuro, and she just immediately gets locked in. While in the anime, in the original, she fucking points a gun at Kuro, and
Oh,
Kuro
yeah.
manipulates her into not shooting him. And I feel like that's such a good scene that was left out in the live action. Instead, we just get a um, pointless act of courage from Kaya, going out of cover only to be captured immediately.
Only to be captured and injured.
Yeah. No, she was injured before that.
No. In the part where they were in what do you call this? Walls, and then she was
Yeah,
crying.
that was before. That was before the scene I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. But yeah, she got got injured.
And then we get Usopp's moment of bravery of shooting Kuro and it immediately getting caught. God damn
Ah,
it. And also, Zoro did not die from that fall in the well.
yeah. Actually, that guy was so big.
like if they're gonna kill off Mary, Zoro should be dead.
We did not even see it.
And also, and even before, okay, you know what? Remember earlier when I said Kuro's plan in the anime is just as bad, if not worse, in the live action.
Why did you even leave
I,
it?
I'll talk about this shortly, but before that, let me just say that the thriller, murderer in the house in the mansion aesthetic was great. I loved it. It was really tense. I loved it. However, Kuro's plan is so dumb. And I know in the original it was also dumb. Okay, so let's break down Kuro's plan in the original, right? Hold on. All right. I just drank some water. in the original, Kuro's plan was to become a butler of this household. Um, Kaya's parents dies uh, not because of him actually. It wasn't in the live action. It wasn't stated that it wasn't because of him. So some people might think like, oh, he might have rigged the boat for his Kaya's parents to die, and that is not confirmed nor denied in the live action. However, in the original, it was said that Kuro had nothing to do with Kaya's parents' deaths, and also poisoning Kaya was only implied in the original. It was never said outright. My light
Mm.
died again. Alright. Oh my god, it keeps dying. Please. Please! There we go.
Which guys? Oh my god! This upcoming assignments. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Yes, you will.
Yes, 5.
Anyway,
Deadline next week. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna procrastinate.
yep,
So
you will. Anyway, uh, so yeah, Kuro's plan in the original, right?
mm,
So it was in the original. It was only implied that he was poisoning Kaya because all of a sudden, when Kuro got defeated, oh, Kaya's feeling better. What a coincidence! I wonder why. I'm fine with with them being more obvious in the live action, but I don't know. I kind of like the fact because I didn't realize that I didn't even connect that he was being Kaya was being poisoned in the original. Like
yeah, I think Oda
um,
really added a bit of more understanding on why Kaya
in
stuff
fact,
is.
yeah, in fact in the original I was so confused on why she was suddenly better because I didn't catch on. But I like the fact that it was like just imply. It didn't need to be said that she was being poisoned. It's just Kuro's gone. She's okay now. I wonder why.
So I have this very very weak memory. I mean, I always have a weak memory, but I mean like
Yes, I know.
this very weak. I mean,
I can confirm firsthand that she definitely has weak memory. Can
because I've
confirm.
been watching too many animes and I've like watched like I've watched One Piece when I was like high school and I'm now graduating.
Anyway,
Let
uh,
me remember.
all right.
In the manga, it's like it was like small shortly hinted that she has heart problems,
Yeah,
but not the poison one. So like she was being checked up by a doctor and always checking her heart, her heartbeat because I don't know. I'm always assuming that she always has a problem with the heart, but they never really stated what that what
look at chat.
what
Look at chat.
which chat.
Uh, the stream chat.
I
Oh,
cannot. Ow!
Paris just destroyed you, bro.
I'm just a boomer. Where?
Yes, you're a boomer. You're a boomer.
Boom.
You're
Which chat?
the stream, my streams chat.
I can only see stream collab. Wow.
Not in Discord, fucking YouTube, my stream. You dumbass.
Curse you, Paris.
Anyway, Paris is in chat. She's the person I was talking about later that will be talking with me um another time when she finishes the live action. Anyway, again. So yeah, Paris, we're talking way past the
Hello.
episodes you've seen now. So yeah,
Hi,
you
guys.
might want to leave soon.
What a wonderful day we're having. Do you have any tea?
Oh, she actually does have tea.
Oh.
I'll tell you about it after stream.
Ah,
Eh,
just immediately. I want the tea.
nah, we can't talk about it on stream. Come on, Jesus.
Stream the tea.
No, I will
Go,
not stream
go,
the
go,
tea.
go.
Ain't no way I'm streaming the tea. Anyway, um, yeah, Kuro's plan in the original. Kuro's plan in the original, right? So, um, his plan was to work in this estate to gain trust until Kaya turns, legal of age, to inherit like the money and stuff, and then have his crew ransack Syrup Village and hypnotize Kaya into writing Klahador's name on the will. Um, and then the pirates kill everyone or most of the people in the village, and Kaya along with them. And in the will, it's in Klahador's name, and that fine is actually pretty good. Actually, like that fine that plan in itself is pretty good. There are no flaws in that plan. However, when he executed that plan, like he just kills Mary out of the blue when he didn't need to. And even when he did in the original, he didn't even succeed at killing Mary. He's still alive. It is so dumb. And while like even if here's the thing, even if he did do everything right, Luffy and the crew being there would have fucked him up anyway. That's why it's even more frustrating, because all the dumb shit he did not have to happen for him to lose. He could have had the the perfect plan and executed it perfectly, and he would have still lost because Luffy is there and nobody can stop him.
No, it's because Luffy is the main character.
And he's the main character for a reason, okay?
But it's really ironic because they said, I am Kuro.
Of a
Man,
thousand plans, I've
I,
never failed in a raid.
I am a man with experience, and I know every like unexpected.
I quote you, by the way, and I quote, Kuro of a thousand plans, the second smartest person in the East Blue. Ain't no way I'm believing that shit. Anyway, so here's the thing. In the live action, while I like the aesthetic more, and he's definitely more threatening, his plan is dumber than the original. Because his plan in the live action is okay, it starts very similarly, you know. Work at the estate until Kaya is of age, gain her trust, while also keeping her poison so she can't do much about her situation. And then when she turns, into an adult of age on her birthday, we'll lock the house down and kill her. And oh my god, our master is suddenly dead. I wonder who could have done that in this locked house.
Okay, that makes sense.
I wonder. And like, it would have been good if they changed the plan into that, because there were pirates in their house now and they could pin the blame on them. But they didn't even do that. When the Marines came, they were just about to give Luffy to them instead of waiting to kill Kaya so they can frame it on Luffy. And also, when they knocked Zoro out, which by the way is bullshit, Zoro would have never been knocked out in the original. And honestly, even in the live action, the Zoro we know in the live action up to that point would have never let himself be knocked out. But also, when they knocked Zoro out, they don't even fucking kill him!
Yeah.
Kuro of a thousand plans, I've never failed a raid, did not kill Zoro. And just threw him out. He's dumb. Kuro in the live action is dumber than the original, which I did not expect because Kuro in the original is pretty fucking dumb despite his reputation.
in looks
Yeah,
wise, he's cool. He's very villainous, but the problem is, yes, he's very
I
annoying.
like the actor. He plays Kuro
Yeah,
really well. It's just that
blame the script.
the script for Kuro is not that great.
The script. I don't know who wrote that, but they need to do better.
Yeah. Like I feel like they could have rewritten the entire arc, have that same aesthetic, but still get Usopp the moments that he needed and Kuro be less dumb. Because they started off real well with Kuro. Mary actually dies this time, and like, yes, finally, a competent Kuro. And as soon as I feel that, he's worse than the anime Kuro.
This is why you should not be like, finally! You should like wait until the end and then say,
Yeah,
finally!
I had such
Alright!
high hopes for Kuro because he is a
We have
really
a
cool
flashback,
character.
right?
Just
We have a flashback in this episode too, right? But it's Zoro.
in episode 4, yeah, it's Zoro's flashback. We also did get Usopp's flashback a little bit, and it's so funny to me. I know it's sad, I know it's sad, but that flashback is so funny to me because imagine the guy scolding Usopp and that brought Usopp to his mom. Like, Bankina, talk to your son Usopp. He's spreading these lies again. Imagine that guy going there, doing that, and then later in the day, he learns
Right.
that Bankina is dead, and he's like, "Holy shit! I just brought his kid to get him to be scolded, and she fucking died." Like imagine how that man must have felt. Is this my fault? Did I stress her out too much and she fucking died?
No one, no one even cared to explain why. Like, no one even cared to explain, like, I was so guilty. Like, I was so sorry for where you saw your mother. Oh, come on.
They were just annoyed at Usopp spreading lies. But I do like how they tackled the why Usopp lies. Like it's way more clear in the live action why he lies than the original. Because in the original, whenever like, why are you lying like this? Like, yeah, I get it. Your mom died. You're trying to do these things. But like in the live action, it's so much more clear that it's his coping mechanism. It's
Yes.
like the child actors in this show aren't that great except for Sanji's. But even then, even though the child actor for Usopp wasn't that amazing, that scene when child Usopp was talking to his mom was like it hit me. Like when he said, "No, the pirates are coming, mom. I'm sure of it. Dad's gonna be with them. He's and when they do come, you'll feel better. You'll eventually feel better." And like that broke my heart, bro. And then Bankina just stopped like scolding him and just, yeah, that's
I laughed
nice.
when
That's
I heard Bunky.
that's that's very nice. And she dies. And like I know I said it was funny earlier, but really, like that moment is really well done. And it's so and it makes Usopp's lying less annoying immediately. And it hurts even more that nobody believes him. Because he's not doing it to be a menace. He's not doing it to be like, because in the anime he said like, yeah, it's to liven things up in this boring old town. But in the live action, the town isn't boring at all. It's a prominent shipbuilding town.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so here, his sole reason for lying is that it's his coping mechanism for the pain of his sick mother and his absent dad. And I'm so glad they gave that characterization to Usopp more because we didn't get to feel like I'm sure Usopp in the live action is also really proud that his dad is a pirate and is a brave warrior of the sea. But in the anime, we don't get to see the hurtful side of Usopp. We only get to see that my dad's amazing. I know, right? He's so good. But we don't get to explore that side of like, yeah, he's
That's
amazing, but also I wish I got to hang out with him. Because when Luffy said that I know Yasop, he's great. Like and Usopp's face and voice when he said, so like you hung out with him? And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
This
yeah.
poor this poor boy never got to spend time with his dad.
Say, like, so you get to go to a different person's island. for several times, and then you just never decide to at least visit me and my mom.
Yeah.
It's
And
like it's partly betrayal, but at the same time, he's like, I want to be a pirate because I want to be free, like my dad. At the same time, it's a conflicting feeling.
yeah.
So yeah, I understand why.
But
Uh,
also there this difference also does also make sense because in the anime Usopp does have some memories of his dad. In fact, Luffy immediately knows Usopp is Yasop's kid because
the
Yasop
nose.
keeps talking to no, Yasop doesn't have the nose. Yasop keeps talking to Luffy about I have a kid right around your age. His name is Usopp. Yeah, and in the original it was like that, right? So they did have some memories together. But in the live action, Luffy does not know about Usopp. He only knows about that Usopp's Yasop's son when Usopp said it, and
Mhm.
Usopp did not have any memories of his dad at all. He just know that he's a pirate through his mom. That changed to me. To me, overall, I like it just because of we get to explore this more hurtful side of Usopp. But also, there's also a certain charm to Usopp, despite not having a dad, and for most of his life, actually, not having parents at all, because his mom died when he was pretty young. He's just purely proud of his dad, you know? I do like that
Mm.
side of him, too. And I'm sure in the live action, he's also proud of his dad, but. Because he did say, like, Yasop the Great, you know? But yeah, like I like exploring that hurtful side of Usopp more, and that makes me it makes me think that does Yasop even know he has a kid in the live action? Like, does he even know Usopp exists in the live action? Because he
Wasn't?
didn't. Because maybe he doesn't in the live action. You know?
What a
Because
pity.
Yasop did not talk to Luffy about Usopp. Usopp does not have memories of Yasop. Be so yeah. Like maybe Yasop doesn't even know Usopp exists in the live action, and that's I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like he should. Uh, anyway, um,
Okay,
I
news
do
update.
like I do like the involvement of the Marines in this arc, especially the cliffhanger in episode 3 when why won't anybody believe me, and then it pans to Kobe. I believe you, and it ends like, oh my god, Netflix, you know how to tease. But yeah, and also, this is the first arc where we see Zoro's gag of being lost. This place is like a maze, and my favorite one, I was fucking losing it out of laughter when he finally gets out of the well, and then he shows up with Luffy being caught by the Marines and beats the shit out of them, and knocks out Helmeppo with one punch. And Luffy just says, "How'd you know I was here? I didn't. I thought I was walking back to the house." Yes, there it is. There's Zoro. I love it.
He got
I
lost.
Yeah, he got lost. I don't have enough water for this stream, bro. I'm out of water. No.
I'm becoming an introvert.
Uh.
Fantastic energy.
Anyway, what we haven't talked about Zoro's flashback.
Yeah, about that flashback.
Hmm.
There's
Okay,
this
come.
one thing that I find it
You
funny.
talk first. Go.
Yeah. On this flashback, I find it funny that they didn't said the reason why his childhood friend dead, died, gone, went straight to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the manga, um, the reason why she died was because basically she just fell off the stairs. Or
Down the stairs.
yeah, she fell down the stairs.
Do you
Yeah,
know that? Do you know that term? Down
huh?
the stairs.
Down these stairs. No, what
Because
is that?
you know the ongoing joke with the One Piece community giving people the will of D, right? Buggy D
Oh,
clown.
down these stairs.
Yeah, and
Oh my
and
god,
the thing that killed Queena is down the stairs.
damn it.
But yeah.
Okay, now I get to that. So yeah, in the live action, they just said He died because there was this unfortunate event.
Yeah, there was an accident.
They're having a
Is what
funeral.
his. Also, it's interesting to me that they didn't make it clear that the master is Queena's dad. It
Really?
wasn't said. It wasn't said at all in the live action that that was his. That was her dad.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like
it was
it
never
was like,
said. But yeah, for those who've never only seen the live action,
or maybe because
Zoro's
I
master
didn't know.
is Queena's dad. His name is Koshiro.
I didn't
Shimotsuki
know
Koshiro.
this.
Hmm?
I didn't know this because I was maybe it's because I am already very aware who this guy is from the manga and anime. So maybe it just automatically
Yeah,
registers with
you
oh
already know that that's Queena's dad, but in the live action
yeah.
they never mentioned that he
Oh, I
he's
didn't
the dad.
know. Just automatically registered like oh
Like maybe
so
you
she's
can imply
the
it
mother.
by the fact that he's the one holding the funeral, but also like everyone at the funeral is a student, so it could just be like yeah our student died today. So it's pretty weird. I feel like they should have made it clear that that's his dad because him crying would hit so much more if the audience knew that that's his dad. Her dad, sorry.
Yeah. And that's where the One Piece fans came in. It's like, watch the anime, read the manga, you will know who that guy is.
Yeah.
It's true.
I
I
mean, we
didn't know
don't
this.
get much of him in the original anyway. It's
Yeah, it was just part of a flashback
yeah.
and Zoro's growth development or his aim as being a swordsman. But
Another
still,
thing,
like,
another thing I'd like to mention. I said earlier, like the child actors in the show aren't the best.
yeah,
Queena's is the worst. Queena's child actress is the worst. But I think I know why
yeah,
they casted her. Because in the fight scene with young Zoro, she was amazing. I think the sole reason why that girl was casted to be Queen is because she has experience with swords. But acting wise, that was not it. Like literally, take a shot every time her facial expression changes. You will not drink.
I find her
Her
like
facial
awkward.
expression does not change throughout the entirety of that flashback.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I think also Zoro's because Zoro during its childhood in the anime and manga. I know this comparing both from the anime manga and the live action about their facial expressions, you know. But still, the actor of Zoro doesn't even show much of a youth feeling. Like
Oh
he doesn't
yeah.
express
The in
frustration.
the live action, they do definitely seem to be older than the
Yeah,
flashback in the
yeah.
original.
Yeah, it's like they're in their 15s, like
Yeah,
15.
they're like
Yeah,
early
transformation.
like Zoro's probably early teens, Queen is like mid teens probably.
Yeah. That's why I was like confused. Like, was it Zoro
Yeah,
supposed to be like
it doesn't really change much about Zoro's story, so I'm fine with it.
it doesn't change the fact that Zoro is like 2 years older. Correct? Correct
I
me.
don't know.
2 years older.
Zoro is younger than Queen.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway,
But
in
yeah.
terms of
Anyway.
facial expressions, there's no feeling of frustration in Zoro's face.
Oh, there I
Like
saw like Zoro's child actor was actually quite good,
it's good, yeah. But
and he looks like McKenyu.
I just really don't feel that frustration, or maybe it's because of Queena's influence
Yeah.
on the actor, on the
Yeah.
overall scene. So I'm not really sure.
I like the way they handled Queen's death too in the live action. Like no explanation. They don't even specify how she died. Just there was an accident, and like Zoro just immediately goes, but we promised. We had a promise. Because like that really hits home the point of Zoro's flashback more than the original. Because in the original, um, a lot of people was just weirded out that what she just died, what, and yeah, she also that's also what happened in the live action, but they really hammer in what the point is of that flashback, and the point of that flashback is that life does not go how you want it to be. You made this promise with your friend, and a few days later, that friend is dead. And that's
Yeah.
just how life is.
And
You
maybe
have
it's also part
you cannot control that.
yeah.
And
You're
that's
right. That scene was in the well. He was in the well, right? Zoro
yeah.
was in the well. Maybe it's also because the build up. going from the present to the past, and how Zoro was trying to struggle going outside that well, and then just trying to, trying to survive as he remembers his
Yeah, he's
home.
finding the strength by
That was
remembering his
part of,
promise. Yeah.
yeah, maybe that was a part of the factor why fans feel connected more into his childhood friend compared to the manga and anime.
No, I connected more to Quina in the manga. But I connected more to Zoro in the live action.
The build up.
Just the flashback. Just the flashback.
Mm.
Yeah, Queen's actress did not did it. Like she no, that was not it.
But the actions, the what they call this, the fighting scenes, yeah, she was
yeah,
really.
yeah, she was great in the fighting scenes. But anyway, um, what else?
I think that's all.
Yeah, when Zoro asked for Queen sword, yeah, I like that scene.
Oh,
Although it was fine, but I do like the original better, where he was just bawling his eyes out, like, "May I please have this sword." Then like, yeah, it's fine. It's great. So overall, I do like Zoro's flashback in the live action. It just feels weird that it's in the middle of the Syrup Village arc, and I feel like it's pulling away from Usopp. Because like Usopp already did nothing this arc, and then we get spend more time with Zoro, who I'm sure at this point people already like. You know? Yeah, definitely. You definitely liked him in episode 1. That's for sure. Right. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. Syrup Village could have been shorter. Romance Dawn could have been longer, and we could have put Zoro's flashback at in episode 5, like like or like I know why they did that, because they want to keep the flashbacks like in cut up instead of like one dump like how Oda does it. But I feel like they could have done that with Zoro's in episode 5, so to immediately establish the stakes of why he's doing this when he eventually fights Mihawk. But yeah. Anyway, the big reveal at the end of episode 4 is that Garp is Luffy's grandpa. So for those who have never seen the original and only seen the live action, this is quite a big spoiler actually, because that's not revealed until like episode 300.
Is it 300? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, if you're getting into the original, yeah, if you plan on watching the original now that you've seen the live action, any of you, just know that you have one critical piece of information that doesn't get revealed until way later.
Oh, I'm gonna add the another info about Kobe's character in both episodes, episode 3 and episode 4.
Mm.
Actually, didn't they weren't able to portray in the early episodes how he grew as Marine and how they interact with Garp. So
Hold on.
in both episodes, it was shown how smart Kobe is actually is. That was later only flourished or was really shown on the time skip. Or
Yeah.
was it time skip? Was it
No,
time
no,
skip?
no, it wasn't time skip.
Um
Are you talking about after training?
yeah, right. Garp did basically like adopt Kobe, but he saw potential. But
Oh
here in
yeah.
the live action, he know that he feels or he sees the potential of Kobe
Yeah,
as a marine.
the
And
potential of Kobe builds up. He doesn't
yeah,
immediately just go, "Oh yeah, you're good." No, no, no.
yeah,
It builds up. I like it.
yeah. Unlike in the manga, it's like, oh, okay, you're good.
Yeah.
So that's a summary. That's a
Yeah,
summary
I
of
see you, boy. Yeah, no, no,
Garp's
no. I
actually
get what
really
you mean. I get what
cool,
you mean.
actually.
Hold on. Checking something real quick. That's good. Anyway,
And,
somebody subbed earlier, but I think their settings are not their sub settings are not public, therefore I did not get a notification. So let me just play this. Oh Jesus, that's loud. That's yeah. Whoever subbed, I think it's Docta.
Dokta?
Yeah, I think it's Docta. Oh, I just realized who this is.
Dokta?
I just realized who this is. I know who this person is. All right.
Dokta Chopa?
Yeah. Yeah. An online friend of mine subbed earlier. I know who this person is. I didn't realize when I was talking to them earlier in chat, but yeah, I know who this is now. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Comment na
yeah, thank you
sorry.
for subbing. I am I'm only 19 subs away from my wait, 19? No. No, that's not right.
I thought you're
29. I'm 29 subs away from my sub goal.
I thought you're introducing your age. Like, bruh?
My what?
Your age. I'm 19. Oh,
Oh, I
really?
am not 19. I am 21.
No, actually, he's lying. He's actually 25.
Oh, I'm 21 and you are older than me. Shut up.
No way. Anyway.
Anyway, I'm gonna go into episodes you haven't seen it yet, so this
Oh,
might be
I
the
can't
right
take
time
the
to
lead
leave.
now. Okay, nice meeting you, everybody. I am Jamie, and
You've
uh,
already been in my streams. What do you mean?
and this might be my last.
No, she'll be back. She'll be back.
My energy has been drained,
I
and I'm
promise you, she'll be back.
I'm back to be my introvert self. And see you on the next 2,000 years of Kenji's streaming.
All right. I'm gonna go get
Okay.
some water. So we're taking a quick break, and
Mm,
maybe
drink
someone
responsibly.
else will join me in a bit. Hopefully, but it's fine if they don't. So yeah, I'm just gonna go get a refill of water. Say goodbye to Jam, everyone.
Guys, drink responsibly.
You mean stay hydrated, right? You mean stay hydrated, right?
No,
That's
drink
what you mean.
responsibly. Don't drown.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right. All right. Taking a break. See you in a bit. My music stopped. I just realized.
Gusto ko maging hotdog.
Who the fuck was that? I forgot to mention Buggy and Arlong in episode 3. Was it episode 3? Yeah, it was episode 3. Anyway, we're close to talking about Nami, so I got these as a snack. And I need my vitamin C. I've been craving citrus for a while now, and finally. Anyway, yeah, we're on to the Baratier arc, but first let's talk about that scene with Buggy and Arlong from episode 3. I am mixed about this. I love that we get more Buggy, but I feel like Arlong shouldn't have been there. I feel like it should have just been Kurobi and Chu, because it makes Arlong feel like a chump. Like, himself collecting tribute from like one of the small fries of these blue. Well, Buggy isn't exactly like a small fry, but you know what I mean? Like, especially since it's like so much farther from Arlong Park. Like, him arriving in Baratier is fine, but also like it was a Mother's Basement video that suggested this, but like it should have just been Kurobi and Chu, and then Buggy escapes them somehow, and that gives Arlong a bit more of a reason to, look for Luffy, because they couldn't get Buggy to do it. It's like, or something like that. I don't know. Sorry, I'm very scatterbrained. And anyway, that's a good stuff. Anyway, but yeah, I really just feel like, it really does make Arlong feel like a chump. Cause like, he's intimidating this clown dude, Buggy, and then suddenly, when Buggy tries to provoke him using Luffy, like, why the fuck would Arlong care about this no-name rubber boy who's only a mere human in his eyes? You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm snacking now. I need it. Anyway, but yeah, I do like the Arlong theme. Some people seem to not like it, doesn't fit, but to me it does. Um, like, what do you call this? Thematically, it does, because it reminds me of Killmonger's theme from Black Panther, and that's very fitting for Arlong's character. Although I do get some of the complaints about it, like it doesn't fit the aesthetic or like the implied time period that One Piece is set in, because it's like trap music. I get that, but it's still fine for me. Plus, it's not like the time period in One Piece is consistent anyway. Anyway, moving on. Episode 5, Baratier, is one of my favorite episodes of the show because of Sanji and Mihawk. My god, Mihawk is so good. He did them so well. I love that Don Krieg shows up, and also Pearl was there. I didn't even notice until I've seen posts about it. But yeah, I don't quite like the fact that Garp called Mihawk. I'm fine with most of the changes with Garp, but that one in particular, not so much. But speaking of Garp, him going after Luffy and then getting thwarted, and we finally get to see the Garp that we were more familiar with in the anime and the manga. The Garp that's he laughs and like yeah, he laughs and like he looks so proud at Luffy. Not bad boy. That's what he said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The longer the stream goes, the the more scatterbrained I get. I probably should have written things down. I'm so sorry. But anyway, yeah. We finally get to see a hint of the Garp we know from the anime, and I love that. His frustrated scream that eventually turns into proud laughter. Love it. But yeah. But yeah, him calling Mihawk, not a fan. Like I get it. And to me, the way I can justify is that Garp probably knows intuitively that Mihawk's like one of the fine ones, the okay ones of the warlords. Because like imagine if he called fucking Doflamingo in. Like fucking hey Doflamingo, come here. No, I don't think there's a world where Garp would ask for Doflamingo's help. But Mihawk, I can see it. Maybe even Jinbei, you know. But yeah. I love Mihawk's introduction. Like drunk Usopp is something I never thought I needed to see, and I'm glad I did. Love drunk Usopp. So good. And we get to see Zoro and Nami bond here, which is great. And Sanji's introduction is amazing. As Kyler is a perfect Sanji. In fact, I'm afraid he might be too perfect. Because I've always seen like Sanji is my favorite character, right? In One Piece, despite his flaws, and you know his flaws, they're bad. But I've always thought that Sanji needed those flaws. Like honestly, I hate those flaws. They could have toned it down a little bit. Actually, no, they could have toned it down a lot. But I always thought that Sanji needed those flaws because if he didn't have those flaws, he would literally be the best character in the series. And he's already my favorite, but he would just objectively be the best character in the series because he's so kind. He's the best. So, you know, if he doesn't have that one flaw of being just the creepiest little shit ever, he'd be the best person in the world. But so I'm not saying that Sanji in the live action should also be that creepy, but you know, make him have like he doesn't have to like peek on girls in the bath or you know be a voyeur. He could just you know be like one of those boys who would talk about those kind of things with other boys. You know that kind you know the sleazy kind of thing. Like they could and they do get that. Like when in episode 8 when Nojiko was asking for the recipe, like the something don't give out secrets, but I could be talked into a private lesson. Like that scene, yeah, something like that. Like more of that. Like it's pretty creepy, but it's not sexual harassment creepy, you know? But yeah, Kaz, Kyler, Sanji, perfect. Although I do have a complaint, a little bit, that Sanji doesn't witness. Sanji is a bit different here. In the original, he's tied to Baratie because of two things: his depth towards Zeph, and he doesn't quite have the conviction with his dream just yet. You know, because in the anime he shines when talking about the all blue, but he doesn't ever seem to have the agency to actually go there. Like he doesn't openly say that that's my dream to Luffy. Unlike in the live action, he says, "No, my dream is no, that's not my dream." You know, something like that. The All Blue, that's my dream, or something like that. Sorry. But yeah, because in the anime, the character arc for Sanji and Baratie was that he needs to learn that Zeph did not save him to just stay here at Baratie, right? And also, Zoro and Luffy shows Sanji, um, like Zoro and Luffy inspire Sanji to be more to have more conviction with his dream, like, because like, and because in the anime, right, Sanji watches the duel with Mihawk, and he's like, why are you going so far just for your dream? Couldn't you just throw that away so you can live? And also with Luffy trying to save Baratie and all of that, and his just sheer tenacity of he will be king of the pirates. That's what inspires Sanji to finally leave Baratie, along with the coercion of the rest of Baratie. But in the live action, it seems like the conviction for his dream is already there. It's just that he's tied down by his step to Zeph, which I'm fine with that change. Honestly, I'm fine with that change. It streamlines it. It does so we don't have to have that. We don't have to inspire him. He already wants to go here. It's just that he's tied down by that debt, and that's the only thing we have to get over. But I do feel like it would have benefited more if they did keep the scenes with him observing Zoro's duel and stuff like that, because he wasn't there for any of that. Although alternatively, hold on, sorry. Before I say that, because in the anime, the original, if Sanji already had the conviction and they got over, you know, no, actually, no, it still would work. Because, sorry, I'm being very confusing. I'm sorry, but basically what I'm trying to say is that it had to be the Straw Hat crew that Sanji joins, and in the anime, it definitely does feel like that. Like it had to be Luffy. It had to be the Straw Hats. It couldn't have been any other crew that he should join. And that's because they inspired Sanji. In the live action, um, uh, even though they didn't exactly inspire Sanji, they had an alternative to that, so that it still should be the Straw Hats that he joins, and that is they just vibe. Like a lot of moments here, Luffy just says stuff to Sanji or does stuff that Sanji sees where he's just smiling at it like, oh, I like this guy. Like, when Luffy went back to Baratie to defend it, like, no, this is all fight. Why would you do that? Because you fed us, and he just smiles. I love it. I love it so much. There's a lot of those little scenes throughout Baratie that just connect Sanji to the Straw Hats, and while we don't have that even more impact, like we don't have like the high impact. This is why he joins the Straw Hats. We do have that. Oh yeah, these are people I can be with. I'd love to be with, and so I'm happy that they have those scenes at least. So it still feels like it has to be the Straw Hat Sanji joins. And the conversation Sanji has with Zeph before he joins the crew, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like, quitting is staying here. I love that quote. I love that quote. That is my quote for the month. Quitting is staying here. Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna apply that to some parts of my life. Anyway, and also, oh my god, the farewell scene. I cried so hard. They nailed that scene so perfectly. They translated the cursing of Sanji towards Zeph, but also it being still very emotional perfectly in the live action. I love that scene so much. All these years, living under your shitty roof, cooking on your shitty restaurant. I owe you my life. Oh god, I cried. I fucking bawled. I love that scene so much. So much. But yeah, also, Zoro saying that he'll never lose again actually also made me tear up a little bit too. Amazing moment. And finally, a little bit more of a different range from Makenyu than just cool badass who kills people, you know? Because it was very much needed. And when he swore loyalty to Luffy in episode 6, hell yeah. This is like, I like that was when I was sold. Like, yep, this is the vice captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. I love all of it. And also, Nami was reading Nolan to Zoro when he was unconscious. Amazing. And I saw someone point out that in the drawings in the picture book of Nolan the Liar, Panda Man is there. So that's great. Panda Man is in the show. Finally. Because I was looking for it when I was watching it and didn't see it. So I'm glad that Panda Man actually is in the show. Uh-oh. They accidentally bit into a seed. Anyway. What else? Yeah, Mihawk is great. I love the way he talks. I love the way he carries himself. I love the way when Zoro just like, I've been following your career my entire life. Um I'm honored to have finally met you. And he just goes, thank you. Like, yes! Yes! He gives zero fucks. He knows he's the shit. And he doesn't care. Love it. And honestly, I might think... I'm starting to think live action Mihawk is better than original Mihawk. He's just so fucking cool. Like, it's too soon for you to die. King of the Pirates, eh? I love him. I love Mihawk in live action. Also, another thing I was gonna mention that there's a part of me that says I might like Luffy. Jesus Christ. I also like I it's blasphemous to say this, but a part of me wants to say that I like Luffy in the live action more than the original. But only in the East Blue, because Luffy right now in the manga, irreplaceable. Love him. But at least back in the East Blue, this Luffy just feels a bit more mature, more competent, more like, I know I said earlier I don't like the fact that, you know, different kind of pirate, whatever. But he's definitely more of a good guy than the Luffy we know. He's a little bit less selfish. That's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't try to force anyone to join his crew, except for, you know, I mean, he was kind of forceful the first few episodes. But like, even with Zoro, he untied him, but he's not like, oh, now you have to join my crew because I untied you. No. He's like, yeah, good luck with that, man. But it's only when they reconnected. I was like, yeah, they're my crew. But yeah. Anyway, back to Baratie. Arlong being at the Baratie is a good change. I think it establishes the prejudice with the fishermen immediately, especially since we meet a fisherman as the receptionist of the restaurant. Love that detail. But yeah. I love his speech in the restaurant about his race and stuff. Definitely makes... And also, I love Arlong's voice. I know I was shitting on Arlong earlier, but I really do feel like he's intimidating. With his voice alone. Although overall, I feel like Buggy was more intimidating than Arlong. That's one of my gripes, especially later when we talk about Arlong Park. And I'm not even talking about like the way he looks. Actually, I'm actually fine with the way he looks. I know a lot of people would immediately jumps to shitting on how small he is or how, you know, not menacing he looks, but I think his look is fine. Um Again, I stopped comparing it to the anime manga eventually. And just, you know, Arlong the way he is in the live action, I think it's fine. But even then, his role in the story and the way he presents himself, I feel like Buggy was more menacing, more yeah, more horrific. But I do like that we get to see the seeds of we're seeding the prejudices against fishmen early here. That is much appreciated. But yeah. Also, I feel like Arlong could have gotten a map from Nezumi. You know, he already has him under his thumb, so I feel like why bother looking for another map from another marine base when he already has a marine captain under his thumb. But yeah. Anyway, like is that the only map of the Grand Line, the entire East Blue? I don't think so. Ain't no way, right? But anyway, I digress. Um, Arlong, my only gripe with Arlong being at the Baratie was like his fight with Luffy was kind of like it didn't look good, and it didn't make sense. Like why was Luffy getting hurt? It's like they forgot Luffy's powers all of a sudden. Like if like also when Buggy was caught too, like how did he get his like he was tied up, right? What was that sea prism stone? Honestly, I wish they could have just said that, oh yeah, fishmen, since they're like from the sea, devil fruit users are just naturally weaker to fishmen or something like that. If they said that, I would have accepted it. Or also, it could just be like, you know, they mentioned fishman karate later on. I wish they could have just explained how fishman karate works, because because we know that fishman karate does hurt Luffy, and it would make sense to that it would also hurt Buggy the same way. That's why when Buggy was hurt by Kurobi, sorry, I didn't mind it because, oh yeah, that's fishman karate. I know how that works. But the people who only watch the live action doesn't know that, so I wish they would have explained that. And while in the anime and manga, Arlong doesn't use fishman karate, maybe we could just, you know, we could just say that he also does in the live action. Hence why he can kind of hurt Luffy a little bit with his punches. And I'm fine with that. But they didn't say that, so it's just really weird. And yeah. But yeah, I love Baratie. I love the arc overall. It's one of the best. It's probably the best arc in this live action, which is not surprising because it's also my favorite arc in the original. And next is the everyone's favorite arc in the original, which is kind of disappointing because I feel like they could have done better. Because this is the climax of East Blue, and while Baratie is my favorite, Arlong Park is the climax of the East Blue, and I feel like they could have done much better than what they did, but it's still fine. They nailed the Nami help me scene, and everyone just posing the exact same way they pose in the original. Heck yeah, heck yeah, love it. I love how they got Nojiko to talk. Like Sanji rolled a d20 with his charisma roll, his persuasion roll. Amazing, amazing. I love how Sanji is utilized throughout this series. He really does. It's great. He's amazing. Usopp's fight. While yeah, he was cowardly. We didn't get that scene, that introspective scene of him like after faking his death. Like yeah, that was it. He was gonna say that was it. He's not gonna fight anymore. And then he realized, no, I have to fight, or else I don't deserve to be with the others. But here we don't even get that. He pretends to be killed, and then he immediately gets up and fights back. And honestly, I'm fine with that. it shows up that he's a smart fighter, but I feel like, we could have, yeah, you know what, no, you know what, we don't need the I'm a coward but I'm gonna fight anyway scene. It's perfectly fine. It streamlines Usopp's arc more, and yeah, it was a good scene. Just it was also really fucking funny when Chu just fucking exploded. Like, just it was really funny. But yeah. Anyway, Sanji and Zoro teams up against Kurobi because we don't get Hachi. That is a crime, but I get why. The arms would be too hard to animate. Anyway, yeah. I'm running out of steam. I'm sorry. I should end the stream soon, but yeah, I'll finish talking about Arlong Park. But yeah, they nailed the help me scene. Like, literally, as soon as Nami said Luffy, like, just then, not even the help me part, just Luffy, I cried. But yeah, although the way Luffy responded was a bit cheesy, because in the original, he puts on the hat, silence, he walks away. It's like he wasn't even gonna give her an answer. And then he jumps and says, "Of course I will! Atarimaida!" But here he says, "Of course I will. Of course I will. Of course I will!" No, it's kind of cheesy. Like the first, "Of course I will," I actually like. But the fact that they did the ramping up thing, I feel like they could have just, don't fix what isn't, bro. Just keep it the same as the original, right? Or if they're gonna change it, just stick with "of course I will." Like, just keep it serious, because Luffy does get serious like that. But yeah, Emily Rudd's performance when she started stabbing, it was even more visceral. Like, the wound didn't look that bad, but like, I felt it more when she was stabbing herself. Like, oh god, Jesus. It really does. It really did feel like watching the anime again for the first time. Because I remember when I first watched that, like, my god, she is stabbing herself. Like, even though in the anime she was stabbing herself way more, like she was going, "Ugh, ugh, ugh." And in the live action it was more of a, "Ugh, ugh." Like, I felt it. I still felt it, so it's great. But yeah. Zoro again. I got sidetracked with Zoro and Sanji versus Kurobi, and also Zoro and Sanji's banter is amazing. Fucking, like, it makes sense why they immediately at each other's throats. It's so natural, and this is a big advantage because when in season 2 when we get to Little Garden, we don't have to establish the rivalry as a B plot because it's already established here. That's great. It streamlines it. Like, a lot of the changes they did, I feel like, is future proofing too, just so when they get to the later arcs, they can streamline it better because they've already established so much in the earlier arcs. So it's a really smart choice. But yeah. And I got I shit you not. You should have seen my reaction when Sanji started screaming the names of his attacks. I'm like I was lying on the couch and I shat. I shat. I sat up so fast, like, oh yeah, let's go, Muton shot, let's go. I love it. Epore! God, I love it. I love Taz Kyler so much. He's so good. He's the best. Sanji is still my favorite, even in the live action. He's so good. He's so good. But yeah. Anyway. What else? Although the fight with Kurobi was a little bit lackluster, if I'm being honest. Even though I was really hyped. And Muton shot itself, that's like one of my favorite Sanji moves ever. Like, if you see the original Muton shot in Arlong Park in the anime, it's so satisfying the way it, like, that fucking impact. But here, it just felt like that. Not You know what I mean? You know what I mean. But yeah. And I do like the callback, like all great fighters call out the finishing moves. Yeah, yeah, you fit just right in. Come on, Zoro, you're gonna do it too. That's another thing. Like I wish that they converted Zoro into saying his moves too eventually. And I wish he could have done that with the Mihawk fight, because I would shit myself if he suddenly screamed, Santoryu Ogi! Sanzen Sekai! And he should say that. Because Zoro is played by a Japanese actor, and he's from a Japanese themed town. Or village, Shimotsuke village. So it would make sense here that Zoro would say his attack names in Japanese. Onigiri! So I hope in later seasons, Zoro warms up to the idea of saying his attack names. Because, God, even though Sanji is my favorite character, I love swords. I have Shusui right there. And I love screaming Zoro's attacks, especially Ichidai Sansen Daisen Sekai. Love it. Anyway, but yeah. Luffy versus Arlong. There is one thing I don't like about this fight, and that is Luffy saying, "Maybe I can't beat you." Luffy would never say that, because in the original, he's like, "I can't." It's so much better in the original when he said, I can't use a sword, I can't navigate, I can't cook, I can't lie. Huh? Sorry. Love it. And Arlong's like, you're utterly useless as a captain. What, like, you don't deserve to be a captive, you're that useless. What can you do? I can beat your ass! And yeah, I wish that like, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but just the fact that Luffy says, maybe I can't beat you. No. No. No! Luffy should not say that. But overall, it's still great. He starts punching the pillars, destroying the room, just like how he did in the anime. There are minor details I don't like about it, like how the interior doesn't quite match the look of the exterior. And we're not even sure where they are, because like, are they in the ground floor? All of a sudden, by the end, we realize that they're on the top floor because he brings Arlong down a lot of floors. But I don't know. We didn't get to see that. We didn't realize they were on the top floor until the very end. I feel like that could have been established earlier, like via, I don't know, throwing a desk out the window, like how they did in the original. You know. But yeah. The battle axe attack was really well done though, and yeah, the VFX for the Arlong part crumbling, well, it was fine. And I'm just surprised no one got dust in their eyes. But oh my god, the scene when Nami runs out, like, Nami! Sanji's like that, and immediately hugs Zoro and Usopp, like, Nami! I love Skylar so much. And also, Nami hugs Zoro! That's a first! Not even in the anime or manga! The first Nami and Zoro hug we see is in the live action! Let's go! Anyway. But after, like, Sanji does get to hug Nami a little bit, kinda. When Luffy finally comes out of the rubble, Sanji is holding on to her like that. But this is what I love about this. Like, yeah, Sanji holds the girl immediately. Holds Nami, as you know, woman. But he's looking at Luffy with a dumb fucking smile on his face. And I love him so much. He's just... Yeah, that's my captain. That's my captain right there. Oh my god, I love Skylar so much. He's the perfect Sanji. He's so good. But yeah, I love how Sanji is just... Like, take a shot every time Sanji smiles in the live action. You will die. I love it. He smiles so much. I love it. He has such a nice smile too. Very, 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 very nice smile. Luffy too, actually. Inaki has a very nice smile as Luffy. They all have really nice smiles, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm just cycling through all of them. We don't get we don't get to see Nami smile much, but yeah, her smile is also precious. But anyway, am I forgetting anything? Smoker reveal, smoker tease. Yes, smoker tease. Yes, I love it. Yes. And also, oh yeah, the final confrontation with the Marines. Okay, so, oh I didn't talk about Garp talking with Zeph. I love that scene. And also Helmeppo and Kobe bonding more all throughout the series. It's amazing. I like we like I buy their friendship more in the live action than in the anime because we just we see them bond and then but yeah I like knowing where Helmeppo and Kobe is now, like I'm excited to see Kobe and Helmeppo in the live action because it feels like their foundation is much stronger than in the original. In this, like they're so good. They're like unlikely friends because like they're forced to be colleagues and become unlikely friends. It's so good. But yeah. So Garp. I love his talk with Zeph, and this is when I realized I see what they're doing here because I was very hesitant. I was very mixed on Garp, but I realized what they're trying to do. This Garp in the live action so far is not the Garp we know in the manga, but by the end of it, he is. And it's because of Zeph and Luffy and all these experiences. Because that's when he decided maybe it is your time, and that's when he started training Kobe and Helmeppo. And if you know Garp in the latest chapters of the manga, that's Garp. But yeah, so yeah, we like I quite like that. So from this point onwards, we're gonna see the Garp we know and love from the anime and manga, and I'm fine now that I realize that I'm fine with the changes they did here. Although I do agree that the "I was testing you" was kind of a cop out. I'd like to believe that it's also a cop out in universe. Like I would like to believe that Garp was seriously trying to stop Luffy from becoming a pirate because if you know Garp, he really does not want his grandson to be a pirate. Especially because of, you know, like we know that for sure because of a certain arc that we'll not talk about. But yeah. But yeah. But then yeah. So I'd like to say that it's also a cop out at the end that he admits that he was just testing him, like what when in reality he was actually like trying to stop him from becoming a pirate. But, like you know what, you know what, do like have it your way. Yeah, that's what he said. Have it your way. You know, at this point, have it your way. And yeah, so I'd like to believe that it's a cop out answer in universe too. So yeah. Hopefully that is the case and they reveal that later. But yeah, I'm just happy that by the end of the series we see the Garp we know and love. For the most part. But yeah, I'm excited about season 2. We're gonna see Smoker, Dragon, Logtown. I love it. I love everything. I cried when they put their feet on the barrel, and I love that it was Sanji's idea. And the way they cut to the flashback, the kids saying their dreams. I know it didn't happen to all of them, Usopp and Nami, but man, this captured the essence of One Piece so perfectly, and I am beyond happy about this live action adaptation, and I need a season 2. Solid 8 out of 10. I cannot recommend it enough. I don't recommend it as much as the original. Go read the manga, go read the anime. It's such an amazing story. It's my favorite story of all time. And yeah. Great job, Netflix. You finally did it. You son of a bitch. And as always, I haven't said this in a while because quite frankly I forgot. I don't have an outro. Goodbye.